My name's Rita, and I get to be the Kidstown director in Foxborough. And this is the start of not only a new month, but this is the start of a whole new year, right? It's now 2021. Happy New Year! Well, along with the new month comes a new theme and a new monthly app, new memory verse, and all that great stuff. So, can you guess by looking at this table what maybe the month theme is? Has to do with games. And the theme is rules for life. Play well, finish strong. And January's monthly app is responsibility. And the way we define responsibility is showing that you can be trusted with what is expected of you. So, how many of you out there like a good board game? I know I do, right? They are perfect to just pass the time when, say, the lights go out, or maybe your cousin comes over and he kind of plays rough and you don't really want to play with him, so you play a board game. Or maybe you just really feel like reading 16 pages of rules to play properly. I just love that, don't you? Yeah, one of my personal favorite games is Scrabble. So, I have a picture here that I'm going to show you, and it's a picture of my son, Robert. And he's playing Scrabble with his 85-year-old grandmother. I played too, but you can't see me in the picture because I'm taking the picture. So anyways, we played with her twice. And you know what? She beat us both times. So, no more Scrabble games with Grammy. Yeah. Anyways, it's really nice to have you here, and we have a lot of good things planned to learn about today. So I want to get your opinion on a couple of things. So, on the board behind me, you're going to see some of the greatest things, okay? For example, what's the greatest game, okay? So when I call out the greatest something, what I want you to do in your home is just kind of call out what you think that greatest item is, okay? So, what would you say is the greatest song of all time? Go ahead and talk about it. All right. So, not all of those can be the greatest, right? There's only one greatest song, but what could it be? So, next one. What would you say is the greatest movie of all times? Okay, go. Talk. What do you think? Very interesting. Those are all really solid choices. But again, they can't all be the greatest, right? Okay, next question. What would you say is the greatest sport of all time? Oh, a lot of discussion on that one. Could it be football? Could it be basketball? Oh, baseball it is. All right, last question for this game. What would you say is the greatest fast food restaurant? Talk about it amongst yourselves. What do you think? Excellent work. You all did great. But like I said, not all of these answers could be the greatest in these categories, right? Well, I have one last question to ask you. And that is, what do you think would be your greatest responsibility of all time? And that reminds me of our monthly app, which is responsibility. And responsibility is showing that you can be trusted with what is expected of you. So, what do you think is your greatest responsibility? That's a tough one, isn't it? Because we all have so many responsibilities, right? Maybe your responsibility is to do the dishes after dinner. Or maybe it's to walk the dog in the morning. Maybe it's to help fold the towels. We have so many responsibilities all day long. You have to make your bed. But what of these responsibilities is the greatest responsibility? You know, the truth is that no matter what responsibilities that we do have, what's really is important is that we follow through on doing what's expected of us. But which ones should get our most attention? You know, there's a story in the Bible about that. And Jesus was asked, what is the greatest commandment? And he's going to answer that for us. But before we go to that story, let's spend some time dancing and singing and worshiping God.
You never turn away, you never leave my side. And every time I call your name out just to find that you're already right here with me, never been alone. I can trust you with my heart, 'cause this I know. You are always faithful, you love me from the start. No matter what I'm facing, I will trust you with my heart. You are more than able to lead me through the dark. Your love is never failing, I will trust you with my heart. Whoa, I will trust you with my heart. There are days when I feel I need a friend, and then I hear your voice reminding me again that you're already right here with me, never been alone. I can trust you with my heart, 'cause this I know. You are always faithful, you love me from the start. No matter what I'm facing, I will trust you with my heart. You are more than able to lead me through the dark. Your love is never failing, I will trust you with my heart. Whoa, I will trust you with my heart. No matter what may come, no matter what I go through, God, you are never gonna fail me, I will trust you with my heart. No matter what may come, no matter what I go through, God, you are never gonna fail me, I will trust you with my heart. You are always faithful, you love me from the start. No matter what I'm facing, I will trust you with my heart. You are more than able to lead me through the dark. Your love is never failing, I will trust you with my heart. Whoa, I will trust you with my heart. Whoa, I will trust you with my heart. Whoa, I will trust you with my heart.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, who's ready for a game? Which one do you want to play first?
Guess who?
Oh, I got that one.
Sorry?
Oh, okay. If you'd rather, here.
Well, should we risk it?
Oh, yes, risk it. You know, we might as well. I have all day.
Uno, por favor.
Yeah, si, mi amigo.
Well, let's just connect for...
Oh, Connect Four. Oh, okay, I got that. That's fun.
No trouble.
Oh, Pop-O-Matic, here we come.
That's taboo.
No, this is taboo.
I mean, for this kind of operation?
Yeah, well, this is the one I have.
Nah, get a clue.
Get a clue. Okay, will you just make up your mind what game you want to play?
Oh, hey, John, when did you get here?
What are you talking about? We've been having a conversation this whole time.
No, sorry. It's just John. He's about to play some games, apparently.
It boggles the mind.
What's that? Oh, that is just perfection! Hello, my name is Steven.
And I'm John.
And this is the So-and-So Show.
It is the first show of the year. Did you make any New Year's resolutions this year?
You know what? I did. You know how I always wait until the last minute to get things done?
I do. It makes me nervous.
Well, this year I've decided I'm not going to procrastinate so much.
Well, that's great. How How well are you doing so far?
Well, I haven't started yet. Tomorrow seems like a good day.
It always says.
Life is hard.
No, it isn't. Life is easy.
You know I'm talking about life, not life.
Come on, let's play it. Come on, man. It'll be fun. Unless you'd rather put it off until tomorrow.
No, you know what? Let's play now.
Oh, yeah! Oh, man! All the games got mixed together.
Well. It's Bible story time.
No. I can fix this.
No.
It's time to play the game of life, so-and-so style.
What is happening, John?
Life is happening, my friend. Now, what would you like to do first? Would you like to go to school or start your career?
I will go to school first. That was easy.
Okay, let's see where you go next. Oh, right. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you just passed go. Collect $200.
Whoa! Wait, is this the game of life or Monopoly?
Yes. Okay. And 7, 8, 9. Oh, you got married. Congratulations.
Thank you. Hello, wife. She's in 2D.
Did you say D2? Oh, you sunk my battleship.
This is not life!
11. You know what that means?
I have literally no idea.
It means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11! It was Stephen in the dining room with the candlestick.
No, I didn't do it. This is all mixed up, John.
Oh, don't worry, I'll fix it. You need an operation. Here we go.
No. This game is over, okay? It's Bible. It's Bible. It's Bible story time with Kellen.
Hey guys.
Hello, Kellen. What are we talking about today?
Well, today we're talking about responsibility. Really, our most important responsibility. What Jesus called the greatest commandment. Some of you may know that the Bible contains hundreds of laws or commandments from God. Well, a couple thousand years ago, someone asked Jesus which of God's commandments was the most important. And this is what Jesus said. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Love him with all your mind. This is the first and most important commandment. Pretty simple? Or is it? How do you love God with all your heart, soul, and mind?
Praying a lot?
Reading my Bible?
Going to church?
Singing?
All good ways to show God that you love him. And Jesus gave us another way. Jesus said this is the first and most important commandment. And the second, he said, is like it. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Everything that is written in the law is based on those two commandments. So, how do you love your neighbor? Let's find out on
Love thy neighbor.
Let's meet your neighbors. Now, a neighbor doesn't have to be someone who lives in your neighborhood. It can be someone you meet anywhere. Got it?
Got it.
Then let's love that neighbor. Question number 1. Brandon, how do you love your neighbor if they invite you to a party at their house?
First of all, it's Stephen. But I can bring snacks or sodas to the party.
John, how do you love your neighbor if they give you a gift?
Send a thank you note?
Oh, good one. Yeah, I like that. Oh, thank you.
Brandon, how do you love your neighbor if they shovel snow from your driveway?
Okay, once again, Stephen. I'm Stephen. And I would shovel their driveway next time.
Oh,
Kellen.
Wow, that's amazing.
John, How do you love your neighbor if they spend all night playing bagpipes in the apartment above you?
I don't love my neighbor at all. That's annoying.
Agreed. Yes, very annoying.
Brandon, how do you love your neighbor if they keep forgetting your name?
Funny you should say that because, once again, third time, my name's Steven Kellen. We have met many a time, and I would say I'd probably get angry.
Yeah. Kellen?
John, how do you love your neighbor when they lose the comic book you let them borrow?
Whew. Well, I don't lend them another comic, that's for sure.
No way.
How do you love your neighbor when they break a promise to you?
Well, you know, I would insult them on social media.
Yeah!
Good idea.
Yeah!
Always.
John, how do you love your neighbor when they take that last piece of pizza?
What kind of monster would...
Are you kidding me?
And that is the end of the speed round. Brandon, one final question. Do you love your neighbor?
I mean, it was great that they shoveled the snow from my driveway and all, but they also forgot my name many times. So, no, I'm sorry, neighbor. I do not love you.
John, same question. Do you love your neighbor?
No way! Play your bagpipes somewhere else, neighbor!
Annoying.
You did not love your neighbor. You lost.
What? Okay, well, what would the prize have been if we would have won?
$1 million.
What? Oh, no.
Let's meet your neighbors.
Hey, how's it going? Huh. What's up? It's an attractive dude.
Jesus did say, love your neighbor as you love yourself. You see, sometimes when it comes to loving people, it helps to put yourself in their shoes.
Oh, yeah, I get it. So I think I know why you took the last piece of pizza. Because if you're anything like me, you get hungry all the time.
He does.
And I like pizza a lot.
Oh, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm actually getting hungry right now. Hey, you're not a monster. And I love you, neighbor. I love you.
That was touching. And you know, I don't like it when somebody breaks promises, but if I'm honest, I mean, let's be honest. I can let people down sometimes too. And I want others to forgive me, so therefore, ipso facto, I love you, neighbor. Right back at you, Brian. It's Steven. Steven. That's what I said, right?
Great job, guys. You love your neighbors.
Awesome. Now, where are we at on that $1 million?
Jesus said the most important thing we should do is love God. And the second most important thing to do is to love our neighbors. It's not always easy, but remember, our neighbors are people who make mistakes just like we do. They're people who are forgiven by God just like we are. And it's our responsibility to love them the way that we want to be loved.
Thanks, neighbor.
Yeah. See you, John and Brian.
Yeah, that's weird. Back to you guys.
It's a good game.
Yeah, and we learned something too.
Yeah. Loving God and loving others aren't just suggestions. We're actually expected to love. It's one of our rules for life.
We should keep track of those rules somehow.
Oh, my friend, I am way ahead of you. Our number one rule for life is love God, love others.
You know what? I'm not going to procrastinate on that one. I'm starting right away. Love you, John.
Oh, I love you too, Brian.
It's Steven.
Reveal the question. Ooh, what are things you're expected to do?
Yeah. What are your responsibilities? You might be expected to brush your teeth before bedtime.
Or help with chores around the house.
Or it might be something even bigger, like...
Oh, yeah. Hey, talk about it together.
And we'll see you next time on the So-and-So Show.
Yes! Are they just gonna
Yeah, I think we'll stay.
stay?
I have no idea. Handsome dudes. Thank you.
Shh.
Huh?
Oh,
School or career?
I'm starting my career.
All right. You're a waiter. Uh-oh. Don't tip the waiter.
Steven, get me out of here before.
Before? Aw, man. You sunk my battleship. Oh, no, that's my destroyer. No, Battleship. Doesn't matter.
This is not the game of life.
Hey, it could be worse. You could be playing Chutes and Ladders. Bye.
Well, it seems like Jesus is saying that our greatest responsibility is to love God and love others. But how? What does it mean to love God? How are we supposed to love our God who offers us His love unconditionally? How do we express that love to our God who is so powerful? Well, it seems that a big way that we can show love to God is by loving the people that He created who are all around us. Sometimes that's simple, but sometimes it's not always so easy. Showing love is more than a feeling, it's taking action. For example, giving away a pencil to a classmate when you have a ton of pencils is probably not a big problem. Hugging your favorite grandparent, that's a no-brainer. But loving others goes beyond just family and friends. How easy is it to love someone who looks differently than you? Or someone who maybe speaks a different language? You know, sometimes it's in those most uncomfortable moments that we find the most amazing opportunities to show love to others. So I have a story for you. It's about a little boy named Jaquil Jackson. He began to distribute different care packages and other necessities to the homeless populations. He put things like socks and toothpaste and food, and he filled these little blessing bags. And he gave them out to literally thousands of men and women and children across the globe. So many people were impacted by his efforts. Now, during this COVID-19 pandemic, you would think it would be understandable for Jaquil to kind of slow down and say, I'm going to slow down on this. But you know what? He didn't. Instead, he said, this lockdown is not going to hold me back. And he expanded his outreach. And he offered things like hand sanitizer to senior citizens. Jaquil is an example of someone who wants to take action and share God's love with others. Now, some of you are probably thinking, well, I want to help others someday. Well, don't wait. You don't need to wait until you're out of high school or you can drive a car. You can show God's love to others right now with whatever it is that you have. You don't need to wait for someone else to go first. We can be difference makers today. So there's a verse in the Bible. It's in Timothy. Timothy was a young man that Paul, who was an older man, kind of took under his wing and tried to teach him the ways. And one of the things Paul said to him was, Timothy, set an example for the believers. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. Set an example in how you love and in what you believe. Show the believers how to be pure. So Paul was basically saying to Timothy, don't stop because you're young, but you can do some really good things now. Set an example to those around you. And if we're followers of Jesus, we have the responsibility to love God and to love others. So our memory verse is, suppose you can be trusted with something very little, then you can also be trusted with something very large. So if we have the responsibility to share God's love with others, we can do that. That's what's expected of us as followers of Jesus. So your key question for today is, what are some things that are expected of you? All right, now, hope you have a good week, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.